Hi, I'm Anthony from St. Francis of Assisi Parish in Fulton, Maryland. We're celebrating the Jubilee year of St. Francis, talking about his life. Welcome to Lessons from St. Francis. Conversion begins. When Francis returned to Assisi after renouncing his decision to go to war, he began the process of gradual conversion. His father was outraged at Francis's decision to turn away from military honors that he could have gained, but Francis had a new mission. One day, Francis's friends elected him to plan a great banquet, just as he had before. After the party, Francis and his friends went for a walk, singing and being lively, when suddenly, God filled Francis with an incredible interior consolation and joy in his heart. When his friends turned around to see what had happened, they saw Francis standing still with an otherworldly look on his face. From that moment onward, Francis's relationship with his friends began to change. Francis began to regularly withdraw to pray and seek the will of God. On many occasions, he would enter a cave to pray alone. One day, while Francis was deep in prayer, Jesus appeared to him in the form of the crucifix. At that moment, Francis began to have a deep love for the cross. During that vision, he heard Jesus say, "If anyone wishes to come after me, he must deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me." God had plans for Francis, and he used his radical desires to draw him into his holy will. As Francis began to hear God speak, he sought him out all the more. And the more Francis listened to the voice of God in prayer, the more he turned to God with all his might. Reflect today upon the voice of God calling you into his perfect plan. Do you hear him? Do you respond to his gentle guidance and direction? Do not be afraid to seek out God's will with all you have. Francis faced obstacles. He was not supported by everyone, not even by his father. But he chose God. Say yes to God, and do not allow anything to deter you. Let us pray. St. Francis, God called you to a radical conversion that required you to completely change direction, and you said yes. Though you faced obstacles and wrath from family and friends, you were not deterred. Pray for me that I may seek out and respond to the will of God with all my strength and utmost generosity. St. Francis, pray for me. Jesus, I trust in you. We'll be back next week with another lesson from Lessons from St. Francis. God bless.